You know, we came into the week with pretty high expectations, I guess you could say, after last week. And, you know, I think I kind of reached that expectations for sure. You know, of course you want to win, but again, like to do what I did out there today was awesome. And it's just a blessing to be here, man. I mean, it's unreal to make a birdie on the last hole and, you know, do all that, and seeing Michael as well play well. It was just awesome. I mean, it just kind of proves again to me that I know I can win out here. You know, I think, I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but to me, I just kept wanting to prove myself that I can do it. And, you know, after last week kind of being up there in contention, and then this week being hopefully in second place, whatever it is, I mean, it just kind of shows me that if I keep grinding, keep doing my thing, I'll be all right.
I'm definitely tired. It's going to be a little stressful to see where I finish. I know, I mean, Drew and I, my caddy, we aren't going overseas to try and qualify for the Open, and we thought a good round today could put us in the talk of maybe getting that spot, so we'll see, but feel really good on a Sunday. Not really with the chance to win, but definitely in the mix of a really good finish. Played some good golf, got really hot in the middle of the round, and finished with a very nice birdie.
Michael, what are the emotions you leave here with? You play a solid week of golf, yet you come up short of getting that Open spot. What's the mindset?
I mean, this is my third event as a pro. I played really well. I think, I don't know what I finished at, 23, 24 under. I mean, Davis is playing unbelievable golf this week, so I think last year 22, 23 won, so just knowing that the score itself is there. And I feel like I definitely left some shots out there too, so obviously feeling really good with where the game's at, and there are still things I can improve on.
You listen to Michael Thorbjornsen and Luke Clanton. They're not arrogant, they're not cocky, but they're confident. I have been a big believer, Tripp, that this is one of the impacts of Tiger Woods. The Tiger Woods effect, a generation or two later, that these youngsters come out and they say, you know what, we're not going to wait. We're not going to fulfill an apprenticeship. We're ready to win now.
Yeah, and there's a couple of reasons why. Look, technology's clearly made this a power game, and you know the youth is always going to have speed and power over the older guys' wisdom and experience, but and that gives them an edge for sure. There are less nuances of the game than there used to be with a spinnier ball and a smaller sweet spot. And, you know, the driver used to be the hardest club to hit. It's now the easiest club to hit. And when you have that as a weapon, these young players are using it. The other thing, there's a snowball effect. You mentioned Tiger, of course, that's the biggest snowball effect. But a smaller effect is the fact that they've seen guys that they've competed against in college, and they have had success beating them at times. And they go, if they can do it, I can do it. I've got plenty of game. I'm not intimidated being around the best players in the world. I'm one of the best players in the world. And hats off to the PGA Tour University. This is a great program. Any questions about whether these guys deserve to be on tour have been answered. Not only did Ludwig Ober do it last year, but now Michael Thorbjornsen is answering that question. And I don't see any way possible that either Luke Clanton does like a Gordon Sargent where he gets enough points to get out before he gets to be a senior, or if he stays in school till he's a senior, that Luke Clanton's not going to be #1 in PGA Tour University in a couple of years. I think it's a wonderful program. I'm glad it's been implemented, and the PGA Tour is better off when they have young players like this that are easy to root for.